Today we will be talking about communication
Communication
in
in
the
the
workplace.
workplace.
The information can be found on pages 43 to 45 in the Looking In, Looking Out textbook and will be presented by Andrea Walcott, Jocelyn Almeida, and Samantha Walsh.
Communication is the process of conveying information from one form, person, or group to another form, person, or group. When looking at communication in the workplace, we will discuss the aspects which demonstrate impressive as well as awful communication skills. Some character traits that bring about good communication skills are having interpersonal and organization skills. Employees in an organization maintain good organizational communication by having a good communication flow, using channels such as email, conference calls, etc., by adhering to policies and procedures, and by attending staff meetings to stay up to date. Employees can also maintain personal relationships with one another by listening, being interested in the person they are communicating with by smiling and using eye contact, being relaxed, taking time to understand the other person's point of view, and learning from their interactions with others.
People, people. Our own trauma is fresh, and we are going to have feelings today, and there's no shame in that. What I want to say is, what we went through 6 months ago, they are going through right now, which makes them our brothers and sisters, which makes them fellow travelers, which makes them our own. So to the very best of our ability, we are going to do our work first, and you're going to have your feelings later.
As you have just seen, organizational communication in the healthcare system is very important when it comes to staying on task and focusing on what needs to be done. It was demonstrated that Chief Weber was able to successfully explain the importance of staying focused with his excellent communication skills. As human beings, we often speak in a transactional way, where we exchange messages. The transactional model of communication generally involves a process of encoding, sending, receiving, and finally decoding messages. Some communication principles include intentional or unintentional communication, that it is always present, and that it is irreversible.
Manuel, why were you late?
Man, I got here when I could.
This is an example of negative intentional communication. The supervisor asked the employee why he was late, and a negative response was given. There are many misconceptions in regards to communication. These can include meanings in words, for example, hidden messages or direct or indirect communication, the use of more communication for a positive effect, the idea that reactions are based on a single person, and that communication solves problems.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
There are many factors that contribute to conflict in the workplace. These include content dimensions, which are generally more obvious, relational dimensions, which are less obvious, and physical, physiological, and psychological noise. Hey dweeb, are you busy this Friday?
Sorry, I'm actually busy that day. So what exactly is a content message?
Well, it is a message that communicates information about a subject being discussed. On the other hand, relational messages are much less obvious, where social needs most commonly control affection or respect for an individual. Noise is something that exists within our daily activities. It occurs when an outside force in some way affects the delivery of a message. There are three types of noise, which are physical, physiological, and psychological. Physical noise is external to the speaker and listener. Psychological noise is a mental obstruction that prevents someone from listening, and physiological noise is any internal noise.